I think it would be wake up, download, manically download songs.
Yeah, DJ City.
But like, yeah, wasted.
Yeah. Okay, that's gonna be a part of life.
This could
You
be
go to the
fun.
gym, then you get fucked up.
My mom didn't believe it. Like, I was telling her.
She was like, "Okay, go,
Yeah.
come on, man, don't talk shit to me." Was it like that actually?
So I was like, okay, UK. I was like, ain't no way I'm going to like Cambridge or something.
Oh, okay.
Like, ain't no way I'm going to like a small village where
Yeah.
nothing happens. Like, LA.
Yeah, that's it.
I know.
Hollywood. That's it.
Like, think about it. New York is too cold. But the one, do you have an intro?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, not like a that kind of intro, but it's like normal introduction.
Okay.
Hi guys, this is Epic Sensation.
Yeah.
Welcome to Epic from the Scratch, whatever. Okay, let's start it. All right, guys, this is Epic Sensation. That's Myrto, and you are watching Epic from the Scratch podcast. All right, so Myrto, tell us. I mean, give a small introduction of yourself as an artist.
As an artist.
Yeah, as a music artist.
Okay, so I started playing guitar.
Mhm.
I started with electric guitar.
Mhm.
Um,
When was it? How old were you?
I think I was like 15.
Oh,
I
okay.
want to say,
Yeah.
or 14. Yeah,
Mhm.
electric, acoustic. I was in like kind of like rock band.
Yeah.
In high school.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, then I came here at 18. I studied. Yeah, I did more.
What did you
more
study?
Music performance and management.
And what did you
Yeah.
take out of that course? And did it help in your career?
It's strange. Like, I mean, it introduced me to how the UK or like,
Mhm.
basically like the big industry works,
Yeah.
kind of thing. And yeah, like meeting all the lecturers and like people around the course and stuff like that. I think that is like a major thing. But then obviously COVID hit, so then
Yeah,
it
everything
was
got
kind of
fucked.
like taken apart. But that also gave us like, with technology and all these things that we discover that we can do,
Yeah.
during COVID.
So, but earlier you told me during COVID you went back home,
yeah.
and then how it was working for you, like studying and then
So-
COVID.
Yeah, we had to do our all like
Online
our
lectures.
performances, or whatever. It had to be done online, but we learned like how to work. So like I would send someone a guitar part, they would send me the voice recording, then like I would send it to someone else who would play the drums. So it was kind of like, it was different, but it was also skills you would use.
But don't you think like if you were here on ground in London, it would be more beneficial for you using the studios and stuff while studying?
Yeah, if there wasn't for COVID, or definitely, yeah, it would have been good. Yeah, but it is what it is.
It is what it is. So describe your like creative process, like, and also just to let everyone know, she's a DJ as well, and yeah, coming back to the point, what is your creative process? Like, you write music, you compose, you play guitar. What is your process while you are writing? Let's say if you are writing a new piece of music, what's your process?
So I think, there's different processes, but what I like to do is if something happens like in my life that inspires me to for it to be in a song or like an idea, I have like a folder on my notes that I just add all the ideas there. So I like to do that immediately, like when something happens or when someone tells me something. I'm just thinking in my head, I'm like, okay, this is gonna go in a song. That's one thing. But if I take it the other way and I'm like, okay, I want to write something now without maybe having inspiration. I'll probably just start with either a reference track. So I'll say, I want to write a song like that Drake
Like
song.
that. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like literally like that. Or I'll go on like find a beat and then just try like throw melodies on it.
So you play guitar and then
Guitar or just mumble. Like,
okay. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
just like a little bit of. So you listen to other music and just be like, okay, I can make something of that vibe.
Yeah.
So how much the vibe is important? Like for me as an artist, I really want that vibe to sort of like hug me in that creative zone.
Yeah.
Because if I'm not feeling the vibe, it doesn't just work. Doesn't matter if I'm in the studio, but if the vibe of the studio is not good, I just don't feel that.
Definitely, yeah. That's why I always, I'm always like, let's turn off the light.
Yeah.
Like, like put the, you need to get in the zone, definitely, and or even in the mindset, like your emotions in the moment are gonna determine how the song is gonna be. Like, if you're feeling sad or whatever it is, maybe it's good to try and embrace it kind of way.
Yeah.
Like,
vibes are needed for every artist. It is
whatever it is.
Yeah, and I don't think so. It's not just the music artist. Any artist, like if it's a painter or they need to be in that creative zone and have a creative sort of vibration.
Yeah.
Like some people call it zen.
It's definitely a zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, zen. I think when you like sometimes it's hard to get there when you feel like you want to write something and it's just not working, but after you skip this part and just continue a little bit, then even like with us when we were writing, then ideas started coming like like one person said this, one person said that, and then it flows.
Yeah. Just to let everyone know, so we both are actually working on a song as well.
Yeah.
It's called something which we are not going to tell you now, but not gonna spoil that, but it's gonna come soon. We don't know when, but soon. All right, moving forward. You said about guitar. How did you learn it? Did you go to any classes or do you know any other instruments? What's up?
So it's funny because both my sisters, I have two sisters, so they both were signed up for guitar when we were all young.
Oh, okay.
And I wasn't. And it ended up being me who actually plays guitar.
And they don't play.
They don't play. But yeah, I was signed up for piano when I was like 6 years old.
So you play piano also?
I play, but I never like got too much into it. Even though I like listening to it, but I never got to like play too much because I think I was too young and I was just like I don't.
Yeah, you're just messing around, just testing things.
Yeah, and then like that was when I was 6 when I started piano. I stopped like after a year or two, and then one day like we had the guitars from my sisters in the house. And one day, I think what was it? I think my sister said, you never tried to play or something. And I was like,
what are you talking about?
Yeah, I never. So then she tried to show me something and then I just got stuck. Like, I don't know. I just felt like something made sense. Like, it's like a connection, because it's like, I'm sure you feel that, like, you like listening to music and you like music, like, you appreciate it, but once you start making it or start, you are the one who is producing it, making the sound, it just felt like, something felt like
it's more different. Like personal, sort of. It's a bit different.
Yeah, so then I started and, most of my time was self-taught. Like, I was just either, YouTube or trying to hear songs and play them, and most of my time like that. And then I think when I was 16, so like someone was like, if you signed up, you would actually, like for lessons, you would actually.
So you took lessons?
Yeah, but after like 2 years, I think.
So for
Yeah.
2 years you learned by yourself
Yeah.
how it is. You felt the strings and everything.
Yeah. And I was writing a lot of like riffs or things like that, but not, not doing anything about it. But I think that's what I liked most doing. That's why I wasn't taking lessons. It was just like creating my own kind of thing. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And then, yeah, I like actually LCM, like the London College of Music, does had a partnership with like the conservatory.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, that's how kind of. I
That's
guess.
nice.
Yeah.
So music, is it career? Like, what's your thing? Because I know you work as well as if myself. So what is it like? Do you want to put music as just a passion or something like that, or you want to have music as a sole career? It's just currently you're just working for the money, paying the bills and stuff, but the end goal is music.
Yeah, I think for most of us, especially in this city, sometimes life gets in the way. Like you said, bills and all that. Yeah, I do think like ideally I'd like to work in music, definitely. Yeah, whatever that is. Even if it's I don't know, supporting job in like I've done jobs like that, like events or social media for record labels and stuff like that. Like these are things I like, just because you're in the community, in the industry. But to be honest, I also think I haven't found exactly the one thing I would like to do, even if it was a music career.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. You're still like exploring.
Yeah, because you can be like, like for example, you're like a rapper, a producer, a DJ. Like, it's so cool to do all these things. And but for me, I mean, I guess, we can do everything. Like,
I mean, my thing is more like performing. So it's more I'm into performing, regardless if I'm performing as a DJ or as a rapper.
True.
So as a rapper, obviously you need to have music. That's why the production and the mixing and these all kind of stuff comes in. So maybe my poison is more I like performing. That gives me more drive.
Yeah.
Making music is obviously the thing that's the passion. That's what I love. But the end goal is always like, okay, performing in cities, touring, bringing up friends and things like that. But yeah, as you said, I mean, life, it goes like that. And then you have to, you have to have your work and keep on working, paying the bills, but keep on working on that. That's why we're doing this.
Yeah. And I think like we were last year, I don't know if it was last year or just a few months ago, probably, that we were in the studio like every week. Now we're DJing every week.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's kind of like that. Like I feel like if you can do it like this, and then I do think it's also about like artists in general. We like to experiment with expressing like ourselves in different ways. Yeah.
So let's say hypothetically, what would you choose as a successful DJ performing in big clubs and festivals, or a professional music artist or like a recording artist who's singing, obviously performing and making music? What would you choose in that?
That's
a hard one. I know.
Because I've been thinking about this lately. Like I feel like the more we do the DJing, the more I feel like writing.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like obviously I enjoy the DJing, but the more you listen to lyrics the more I listen to lyrics of other people, and then it brings me emotions, then I want to write something about it. So okay, let's make things easy for you. Let's how would your life you would look you want to see
as a celebrity DJ? What would your day be like?
As a DJ or as
Yeah,
an artist?
as a DJ.
Oh God, I think that would be hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like it would be good though. So like a day in the life. I think it would be wake up, download manically download songs.
Yeah, DJ City.
But like create everything
Yeah.
mass downloads, queue everything
Oh,
if you
yeah.
have time.
Record box.
Yeah. I think make a set list quickly in the morning. Then try and practice at least, or like listen to the song so you know what it's about.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we need to know it.
yeah.
I just download everything. Okay,
Yeah.
BPM, got it, and then I'm
I mean,
performing live.
Yeah.
Don't even
then
listen
we're
to
even
it.
surprised what
Yeah.
is happening. And then I think also I find for DJing you need energy, like a lot of energy. Like this is what I found, because at least like in the music I make, it's a bit lower, like
okay.
It's
calmer,
like chill. Yeah, it's really chill. So even if you want to perform, it's gonna be chill. But DJing, this I find like like one part of the day is setting your mood to be uplifted because you want to uplift the rest of the people.
Yeah.
So like like I don't know if you go gym or if you just. I listen to music, like uplifting music, to get in the zone of that, and then you just play. You're wasted.
Yeah. Okay, that's gonna be a part of life. You go to the gym, then you get fucked up.
That's what I mean. Like, yeah. No, that's it. Then you go play.
And all over again.
After party, no.
Sometimes I feel like that when people like us, we die to be famous, but when we see famous people, and they start complaining about we are so famous that we don't have a personal life. So it's like, how would you call it? It's like a two-way thing that we are dying for something, but that's something when you get that, then you obviously appreciate it because there's you are not just helping you and your family, you're helping a lot of community because they are your fans. They look at you, they look up to you, and you are changing lives. But at the same time, it hits your mental health. So my question is, how important in your opinion mental health in art industry is?
Huge question, like really good question. Even what you said, it sparked, like it reminded me, like Justin Bieber, Billie Eilish, these people that we see, all of us, not all of us, but like a lot of us would like to, when we were young, have that success. And everybody wanted to be like them.
Yeah.
But now that they're older and like all these things about their mental health are coming out, now I'm thinking, thank God I was never like
that famous.
In that age. And like everybody wanted to have like a Ferrari at 16 or something. But if you see what it takes in your, I think that's a huge question. Like mental health, and I think most of us, like artists, struggle with one, different ways.
Because I think there is a fight for recognition also, because like example, from where I come from, initially I started rapping in English, and I started doing like DJing and doing EDM music. Over there people didn't understand that. That's why I had to switch on Hindi. But at that time people used to reject you. They'd be like, okay, whatever you're doing, it's not gonna work. So that thing also bugs your head. But when you keep doing that, people say that if you keep pushing, makes you stronger, makes you harder. But actually it does makes you stronger in a way, but when it deteriorates you, it goes crazy.
Yeah, you need to know when to stop, or like when to take a break, kind of thing. Yeah. No, I do believe we need to take care of it, because like you say, if you push and push and push, then you break. You just break and then you can't do it. We need to. It's so strange because we tend, a lot of like artists tend to overwork or like over push as well. but it's about, if you think about it, it's something we love. We shouldn't make it something that is, the opposite, like something that hurts instead of giving us like
Yeah.
good emotions.
Speaking of emotions, in future, would you like, because you already answered that your end goal is career in music, but let's say if you have career in music, how would you balance your personal life with that career? Because the music thing is, you're working day and nights. So what I have thought in future, let's say not now, but let's say after 10 years, 15 years. So I'm working 9 to 5 right now, but I'm doing a different job. But I want to convert that into music. I want to do 9 to 5 like music. Do you know why I came up with this? Eminem does this. So what he does, he works 9 to 5. So he made his music career as a proper corporate work. He only works at a certain time to time, and the moment that time it's his time to go, he just bounce. And if because there have been instances, because I've seen this interview by Akon, and he was saying that, okay, I came 2 hours late and he was gone already. And then he called him, he was with his family, and he was like, okay, I'm going to come tomorrow 9 a.m. So what do you think of that idea and like
really cool? Yeah,
balancing your life,
isn't it? I think it's healthy because you see most people who, in one area of their life they might be exceeding, but all other areas fall apart.
Yeah.
Like, broken marriage,
like
yeah. no contact with the kids, yeah. And or even health, like, or mental health. It's the same, like, just you might be the most successful like artist, but you're a drug addict. And
oh yeah,
and
honestly, the majority of them are like that only.
Yeah, and I don't think, at least now, it's not sustainable. Like, I wouldn't like to live that.
Live like that
life. So I do think that's a good model. Like, have a plan, and
yeah,
like, it doesn't need to be your whole life. I do feel like for example, on my last year that at uni, that I had to study all the time basically, and or practice the guitar all the time. I hated it. Like, it was so so
draining.
much. Yeah. And you're like a robot. In the end, it's like, it's not the fun it used to be.
I always make fun of with my friends, like, life in London is like everyone working 9 to 5 Monday to Friday like a robot, and on the weekends they're having fun, going out with their girlfriends, going on date or whatever, and then again that same thing happens. So it's like life is like actually like a robot. There's no stability. There's no what you would call like normal living. It's feels everything is mechanical. Doesn't feel like natural. And back home, I used to feel a bit more natural because the corporate world, and it is not, because India is still a developing country. We still have our own cultures and stuff. So festivals happen, people come up. Over here, there's non-stop, 9 to 5, 9 to 5. How's back home?
With working, like
work everything,
balance.
Everything.
To be honest, because I left at 18, I never worked there.
Yeah.
So I don't know how it is working there, but from what I've heard, like.
No, but you have seen your parents.
Yeah.
So how was it? Because we can imagine how the parents in London are going to be.
Yeah.
They're going to be, both of them going to be working.
Yeah.
Children are going to be in the daycare. You know.
To be honest, it was, for us at least, it was the same. Like, my parents worked, like, my mom 9 to 5, my dad 9 to 9 or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I guess Greece is it's one of them. People in Greece work long hours.
Okay.
But they also party long hours.
Yeah.
So they don't sleep long hours.
So if they go fucked up, they're not going like proper.
They go straight after club. Like, they just go to work.
Yeah. So work, club, directly.
Yeah,
Pubs.
I think at least the difference with here is that people have really good connections, like socializing, like actually, like just let's go for a coffee, let's go for lunch, let's go for at the beach, let's go there. Like there's always some kind of, you meet your friends all the time.
Yeah, so people are much more lighter over there. It's not.
Yeah, I think it's also more about having fun and not necessarily like, being drunk or something. But I find that here to plan something, you need to like, what are you doing next week at like 3:30 to 4? Like,
on point.
Yeah.
3:34.
Yeah. Like here, everyone's so busy. Over there, it's like I can call someone.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing now? Do you want to like grab food? Yeah. And they're like, yeah.
Sure. Sure. Anything for free food.
Yeah.
What was your parents' reaction when you told them that you want to do music, to move to London, and then how was it?
My mom didn't believe it. Like I was telling her,
she was like, "Okay, go, come on, man, don't talk shit to me." Was it like that actually?
No, she was not even. So I talked to my dad first because I know my dad is gonna be more on my side.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna be like, Like,
so you're like a papa's girl.
Yeah, and also he was more because he studied abroad as well.
Oh, okay.
Like he didn't study in Greece. He left. He went to Italy. Yeah, so I feel like he was like, what, like you go as well.
Yeah.
But so I spoke to my dad, and then I was like, okay, now I'm gonna tell my mom. So I went to my mom. I said I think it was July, and I was planning to go in September. So like in 2 months. So I didn't even.
Was that quick?
Maybe it was June. Yeah, I had just finished like high school or like school, and I was like thinking about it, and I told my mom. So I am like gonna go study in London. I think I just said it like that, and she was like, yeah. Like, she was just like, yeah, like, let me cook or something. Like,
and then how, I mean, when was it got serious? Like,
no, I had decided it. I knew I was going to do it, but I was trying to tell her. And then I was like, she was like, yeah, we'll think about it. Maybe, like,
she was like,
it was 2018. She was like, yeah, 2020, like 2024. Something, she was just saying,
I'm going in 2 months.
In 2-3 years. Yeah, I was like, no, Mom, I'm going in September. And then I think she just dropped what she was doing. She was like, what? No. She was like, no. I think her first reaction was no.
No.
But then she was like, no, you don't. She meant like, you don't know what you're talking about or what you were saying.
Because you're young at that time.
Yeah. Like, what are you saying? You're going in 2 months in a different country.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then when when she realized like this is what I want to do and blah blah blah, then she was like, yeah, cool. Like they were always,
they were supportive.
On my side. Yeah.
What about your sisters?
Yeah, they're the same. I think because my parents were the same with them. Like they told them, you can study, you can be whatever you want to be. Like you can do, like for example, my sister wanted to play football, and in Greece, like football was like only like male. Like boys teams. And it wasn't popular for girls. But my dad and my mom was like, no, you want to do football, like we'll take you, like we don't care.
Yeah.
So my sister, I think they were just worried because I was young, and they're both older. So they were.
Why London?
First, like I said,
how did you make a decision like London?
I don't know. Like sometimes I think about it and I'm like,
so was it just so was it like just you decided that you want to go out, and then the first thing came in your mind is, okay, London?
So first it was my music school, the conservatory that had the partnership with LCM.
So it was always London. I'm talking about city right now.
So the city. So when I decided where I'm gonna go, right?
Yeah.
I only speak Greek and English, so it had to be an English like speaking country.
Okay.
Or studies at least. And it was at that time it was a trend for people from Greece to go to the UK.
Okay.
So back then it was also in the EU, and
Oh yeah, yeah,
people
yeah.
were having like you could take a loan for your studies and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like a lot of people going.
Yeah.
So I was like, I only, or they would go like Germany or France, but I wouldn't
Mm.
speak the language, so I couldn't go. So I was like, okay, UK. I was like, ain't no way I'm going to like Cambridge or something.
Oh, okay.
Like, ain't no way I'm going to like a small village where
Yeah.
nothing happens. Like, I just knew, I was like, it's all or nothing. I
Yeah.
don't want to go and be in.
So there
I
was
don't want to
no.
offend any city.
So there was
boys.
no like like a plan. You just was like, okay, there is a shift going on. People are going to the UK.
Yeah.
So you just chose, okay, I don't want to go in these all cities
Yeah.
where there's no entertainment.
And also music industry.
Yeah.
I thought, I mean, initially I wanted to go to America.
Okay.
This is always still to this day is my
Everyone has that. Even I want to go there.
Still to this day, like one day I want to live in LA. I know it's cheesy and like all that.
You actually do want to live there if you get a chance.
Yeah. I just like at the end of the day, it also has such a good weather. Like that's what. Because look, even if let's say here, right? Even if you're a millionaire,
Yeah.
it's shit. The weather is shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I still, if I wouldn't stay here. I don't think, if I could live anywhere, and I wanted to do music, like it would be LA, California.
It's so strange because you've been here for six years now.
Yeah, because America is a bit fucked.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the beach and all that. Like I think it's like London, but nicer atmosphere. Yeah, so that was my initial, like, even my first guitar, I had stick the American flag on it. I was trying to manifest going to like America.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I knew that was not gonna happen quick. So yeah, so then I was like, okay, what is the second biggest like industry,
option,
at least in my opinion? Yeah, so then I was like, okay, London, like UK, London.
Yeah, that was the same thing with me. So but I researched also in a way because I would say 2019, I think I started researching about I'm gonna go because 2018 I finished my bachelor's. 1 year because of the personal family issue I couldn't do that, so I took a break for 1 year and then started researching what I can do and stuff. So I got to know US. So US, if you go to study, you get only after you finish your study, you get only 6 months to find a job, and then you get the work visa. So that was something which I couldn't do. So I was like, okay, that's that. So I want to be near US. That's why I thought Canada, because from Canada you can just drive by to US. There's no, So Canada was the thing. Then I applied for Canada, and because of my health issue, Canada didn't work. Then I was like, okay, UK, but London. So my choice was like, if I'm going to US, it's going to be LA or New York. If it's Canada, it's going to be Toronto. If it's UK, it's London.
Nice.
So that's
nice picks. I think Toronto definitely.
Yeah,
it's a good one.
But Canada is also fucked right now.
Yeah. But
what is going on in the world?
Nah. No, it's bad.
It is actually bad.
Everywhere you look at, I don't know.
But you look.
There's one place that is good.
You look home. Home is, I think, it's not doing this bad. What's happening in these countries?
But if you look about music wise,
obviously.
Yeah. But what would you say between LA and New York if you had to pick?
Okay, now the interview is going this way.
Because I'm curious.
So let's say if in coming 5 years, if I want to move to UK or USA, so in 5 years, if my graph in let's say creative stuff is good enough, and if I want to explore business, then I'll go New York. Because New York, all the big labels, all the big music companies, and these all things are over there. But if I want to explore the art industry and stuff, then I'll go California, LA. So it's specific because all the major labels and all the if you are making money, that's that. But New York.
So
It's the business part. If I want to do music business and stuff, if I want to get involved in that, learn more, explore more,
but
then New
as
York.
but okay, let's say as a vibe, like which one do you like?
I've always
West
been
Coast
very
or East
picky in
Coast?
that stuff. I've never seen anything like, okay, I just want to go to a place just for fun. The reason I choose London was because I will
Okay,
meet a lot of demographic. Like I'm talking with a Greek girl over here, and we have so many other friends who are from other demographic. That is what I find much more fruitful in my career, rather than if I go in a place with nice beach or nice
yeah.
So I'm very calculative in that kind of stuff. But yeah, I mean that's the thing. I mean I want to do it. Like let's see. I mean both places are going to be like a dream come true, but I'm not sure.
Yeah,
What
or
about
in
you?
between LA.
Yeah, that's it.
I
Hollywood.
know.
That's
Like,
it.
think about it. New York is too cold. But the one good thing about New York is closer to here. Like it's just across from us. Like LA is just
You're saying in a way like
far.
it's just 2 blocks away from here.
It's not that far.
It's closer.
It's not that far.
Yeah.
Like especially from London. It's closer to Europe than LA. But yeah,
yeah. That's I don't know. For some reason, everyone has that.
American dream.
Yeah, But I don't know how the American dream is gonna be now.
Did they sell that to you, like in growing up in India?
Where?
Was it all about America, or was it not really?
Are you talking in terms of music?
Like TV, music.
The thing is,
movies.
We have our own industry. It's gigantic because Bollywood is a thing. Like, I would say now Bollywood is even more bigger than Hollywood at the moment.
Yeah.
Because because earlier there used to be a South Indian industry a bit different, but now the South Indian industry are also coming and creating the same. So it has never been like.
Okay, that's interesting. Because for us in Greece, they pushed so much American stuff. Like we're so, like it's Greece feels like an American baby. So like movies, channels like MTV or all these things where we were watching. Everything was about America and or even like clothes and stuff like that. Yeah. So I think it was engraved in us to wanna,
Or maybe with me is like I come from a small city. I mean, so maybe it's because of that. Because even in India, I haven't explored the different cities when I was like until I was what say 16, 17. Before that, I was just in my city, so I've always been a city boy. So I've seen that life. So maybe it's that. Because in other big cities, maybe they are selling America or UK or stuff. Because I know there are so many people who are they're migrating from India to other countries, Australia, Canada, USA, UK. But I don't. Maybe it's I come from a small city. Maybe that's why it's more like their stuff. Dream was Mumbai for us.
Really?
Dream was at that time, okay, I want to go to Mumbai and do music and stuff like that. Cool. But then it was like, okay, if I'm gonna go to Mumbai and I'm gonna spend this much X amount, if I take a loan and have a double of that, I can come over here and study.
Yeah, exactly.
Get a qualification.
Yeah, it's similar to us because Athens didn't really have, as far as I know, like a big uni that did modern kind of music. Like they did classical stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it was like if you were in Athens, you had to go to either like one of the islands that had a good one, or like I think it was another city. I'm not 100%. I don't remember. So my mom actually said, "Why don't you go to that island? Like instead of this island, instead of the UK, we also have an island." I was like, "What's the point? Like, we're gonna have to. Like, I'm gonna have to get a house there.
You need the exposure.
I'm gonna have to. Yeah, it's like, but also the money. That makes sense. It's like if I'm gonna move out, I'm moving out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. So tell at last. I mean, because if we're gonna start talking, we're gonna keep on talking for a night. At last, talk about your coming 5-year goals in music. Like, in short, like what are you planning? Even if you are not planning, what you are thinking, if you want to think.
In next 5 years, we should have put out the song.
Oh yes.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
To be honest, something I haven't talked about a lot. Like I was actually thinking of doing a master's in in music.
Here in London.
Not necessarily. No, I think
US.
in LA.
In LA.
No, like I think in Europe, but not in the UK. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That. And yeah, I want to just start releasing like songs. I've been working like even with Ansel, like I've got a bunch of songs just sitting there, and I want to start putting them out. I haven't thought a lot about like 5 years from now, but I mean, I guess one thing I do want is escape the 9 to 5.
Oh yes.
Or if it's a 9 to 5, at least it can be like
more rewarding.
Yeah, more, or just in the industry, like like just open that door.
Yeah.
And even if it's gonna be like an internship or whatever, yeah, just I want to meet work in the industry and just meet more people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe that.
You mentioned about that you have a lot of content on your bag. What's the latest they can see?
That is coming up.
Yeah.
Probably Our Thing, I think, is gonna be the first because it's the most complete.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also I'm working with different producers, and also I'm looking for like a producer because I've got some songs that just need to be like finished.
Make masters and everything.
Yeah. But I think our thing is definitely like up there.
Well, how about do it right now? I mean, that's how it is, man. I picked from the scratch, so let's do it right now. That's what we're gonna do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go.